Analysis of trusses we do by method of joints we are doing. Correct? So we'll take up a next example for this. The given truss is like this. Okay. Here we have a roller and here we have a hinge. Okay. And then these are the members that are present in the truss. Right? I want you to solve with me, along with me. There is a point load here, 4 kilonewton. There is a horizontal point load here, which is 3 kilonewtons. Okay. There is one vertical, there is one horizontal. Okay. That's it. Then the dimensions is 5 meters, 5 meters, 5 meters, and 5 meters. So base all are 5 meters. On the top, also it is 5 meters only. Understood, it is going to be 5. Right? Anything else? No. We will name them. Correct? So I'll name this as A. This is B. This is B. Here is C. Here is D, E, F, G, and H. Okay. This is the truss. The height of the truss is given as 5 meters. The height of the truss also is 5 meters. So we have to solve this. So what is the first step? You all will tell, I will do. So what is the first step? What should we find? Degree of indeterminacy. Yes. Your voice or volume is a bit low. Just check, okay? Degree of indeterminacy. Now, in degree of indeterminacy, there are two. One is external and one is internal. So first let us find external indeterminacy. How do we find the external indeterminacy? It is going to be the total number of reactions minus the number of equations of equilibrium. That is 3 equations of equilibrium. How many reactions we will have here? This is a hinge, this is a roller. So what is the total number of reaction? At a roller, we will have 1, that is RH like this upward, and here I will have RA vertical and I'll have RA horizontal because this is a hinge. Here RH, you can call it as RHV, vertical force. So how many total reactions we have? We have 3 equations, sorry, 3 reactions minus 3 equations of equilibrium makes it 0. So equation of indeterminacy, when we are finding degree of indeterminacy, external is number of reactions minus equations of equilibrium, that makes it 0. Second one is your internal indeterminacy. What is the equation for internal indeterminacy? Yes, what is the equation for internal indeterminacy?
M minus 2j plus 3.
M minus 2j plus 3. M minus 2j plus 3. Correct. Right? So for this, I require the number of members. Look at this and tell me the total number of members, please. What is M value?
Thirteen.
13. Correct. The total number of members is 13. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So total number of members M is 13. What is the total number of joints? Look at the figure. Tell me the total number of joints.
8.
8. Correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 joints. So number of joints J equal to 8. Therefore, 13 minus 2 into 8 plus 3. What is this value? 16. So 16 and minus 16 and plus 13 is 3. Plus 3, 0. Minus 3 and plus 3 makes it 0. So overall, the static indeterminacy. The static indeterminacy is 0. That is external plus internal is 0. Once this is done, we are finding the indeterminacy. After finding the indeterminacy, what is the next step? Yes, what is our next step after finding the degree of
Reaction.
indeterminacy? We have to find the reactions, correct. So to find the reactions, we will be using the equations of equilibrium. So we have to find the reactions now. Right? To find the reactions, we'll use summation f of x equal to 0. So I have R AH, this force, and I have plus 3 equal to 0. Correct? There is one equation, one horizontal force. Therefore, what is the value of RAH? RAH becomes equal to minus 3 kilonewtons. Right? RAH, this goes there, it becomes minus 3 kilonewton. Then summation f of y equal to 0. Let us take all the vertical forces. So we have RAV plus RHV, okay, minus 4 is equal to 0. This plus this minus 4. Anything else is there? There is no other vertical force. So nothing else is there. Only this much will be there. Now this is one of the equations. We'll name it as 1 and we'll keep. Now to find RAV or RHV, I need to take the moments. So let us take moments about point A equal to 0. So look at the figure. When I'm taking moment here, these two will pass through this, so no moment. This 3 will give me a moment. 3 into perpendicular distance is 5. So plus 3 into 5, right here. 3 into 5, this is plus 3 into 5. And RHV into this distance, that is 5, 10, 15, 20, right? Anti-clockwise. So minus RHV into 20 is equal to 0. Right? So this is your equation. From here, this is 15 is equal to RHV into 20. So what is the value of RHV, please? It is going to be 15 divided by 20. 3 by 4, how much? 0.75. No, 0.75 or 0.25, how much?
4 into
15 divided by 20.
0.75.
0.75.
4
Okay.
into
I did wrong. Yeah. Right. This, when I'm taking moment over here, 3 into 5 and 4 into 15 has to come. Correct. Thank you. Who is that? I missed this 4 kilonewton. So I'll take moments again. So it is 3 into 5 distance. I don't know why my pens are not writing. 3 into 5 and 4 into, what is this distance? 15 plus 4 into, it's not visible, 4 into 15 minus RHV into 20 is equal to 0. Correct? So RHV value is going to be 3 into 5 plus 4 into 15 divided by 20. How much is RHV, please?
3.75.
3.75 kilonewton. So RAV is going to be 4 minus 3.75, which is nothing but 0.25 kilonewtons. Correct? So RAV is 0.25 kilonewtons. RHV is 3.75 kilonewtons. And this is going to be equal to minus 3. Minus 3, remember its value. Because when I do joint by joint, I have to substitute that minus sign. So that minus sign is important for us. Do not anywhere leave the sign conventions when we are doing the trusses special. Okay. So once we find all the reactions, now we have to go joint by joint. Say I will take first joint A. Right? So let us take joint A. That is this joint. So what all are there in joint A? I have this value, that is 0.25. Okay. we know that all have to be marked as tensile. That is 2 arrows inwards. Mark all 2 arrows inwards like this. Very important. That is, we are assuming all of them are in tension. So I'll start with this joint. I have this force here, this -3 and RAB. Correct? So like this. Then this is going to be FAC. This is FAB. And this value is -3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the angle between these two? Theta. Theta is going to be tan inverse opposite by adjacent. That is 5 divided by 5. Tan inverse 5 divided by 5. That makes a tan inverse 1 matlab 45 degrees. So angle is 45 degrees. So we have this. Now FAB is going to be resolved into two forces. FAB cos of 45, FAB sin of 45. Start taking the summation of f of x and f of y. When I take summation f of x equal to 0, sin wise this is plus RH. But when substituting, I will substitute as -3 to this. Okay. So start with this first. FAB cos of 45 positive. This plus FAC. Okay. Then plus RH. Okay, or RAH you can take it, is equal to 0. 1, 2, 3 forces are there. Now let us substitute for them. FAB cos of 45 plus FAC is a number -3 equal to 0. This is value is -3, so -3. Call this equation 1 because I cannot further proceed. Take summation f of y equal to 0. And we are taking this FAB sine. So FAB sine of 45, this plus 0.25, anything else? 1, 2, nothing else, equal to 0. So what is FAB value? FAB is now going to become minus 0.25, this goes to the right hand side, divided by sine of 45. How much is this value, please? .25 divided by sine 45.
Minus 0.35.
Minus 0.35 kilonewtons. So FAB value is minus 0.35. Go back to this FAB, I'll put minus 0.35 and FAC alone is unknown. So substitute in this, put in equation 1. So FAB is minus 0.35 cos of 45. Now I'm substituting here, plus FAC is equal to 3. 3 goes that side is equal to 3. Get the value of FAC. FAC is going to be 3 plus this goes towards that side. 0.35 cos of 45. Kitna?
Point 4.
0.24. Correct? FAC is 0.24. Right? So this is the value of FAC. Now once we are done with this, look at our joint A, both are done. So which joint shall we go to next? After joint A? See, if I go to B, I have 1, 2, 3 unknowns at joint B. Only this is known. If I go to C, I know this, only 2 are unknowns. So we have to pick which joint now? Quickly. What do you think, which joint have to be picked?
Ma'am, I think FAC is 3.25.
FAC 3.25 you got? Anybody else who solved?
Yes, ma'am.
And FAB is correct? 0.35 minus ka?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now these are correct. No, must be some calculation mistake must have gone by the previous person, right? That's why 2, 3 of you do. I'll wait for your answers. Okay. Now we did this joint. Look, if I go to B, 1, 2, 3 are unknown. If I go to C, 1, 2 are unknown. Which joint should I go? Should I go to joint B or joint C?
B.
Quickly. Joint
C.
YB.
C, ma'am. C.
C, because only two unknowns are there. Joint B has got three unknowns. It will become difficult for us to go ahead with B. We'll go to joint C. Okay, so joint C. Draw the free body diagram for joint C. You have one force coming here. This is FCE. You have one force here, FAC, and you have a vertical FCB. Right? So to this apply FAC value we have, that is 3.25. Summation f of y equal to 0 first I take. I have only FCB equal to 0. So in this is a 0 member force. There is no force because there is no vertical forces. Then summation f of x equal to 0 mein FCE minus FAC is equal to 0. This minus this is equal to 0. So what is FCE? Is going to be equal to FAC, that is 3.25. So we got two more. CB value we got 0 and CE value we got 3.25, right? So this is for your joint C. After C we'll go to B because now we know these two are unknown. So now we'll take joint B. So when you draw the free body diagram of joint B, so this is force FBD, correct? And there is one force over here already, 3 kilonewtons. Right? Then there is this force FBA, okay? Then there is this force FBC, and then there is this force which is FBE, right? Angles, let us see. This angle is going to be tan inverse opposite by adjacent, which is 45 only. So this is also 45, this is also 45, do not worry. This is a vertical force. I have to resolve now first. So this is my resolution. Draw the resolved forces and then take summation f of y equal to 0. When I take f of y equal to 0, how many forces I have in y? 1, 2 and 3. CB value we have got 0. So this is a 0 member force. So I've got only these two, this is 0, but write all three. So when I take summation f of y minus FBC minus FBA sine of 45 and minus FBE sine of 45 equal to 0. Correct now? Check 1, 2, 3. So this is 0. This I can write it as 0 later, but while writing first substitute minus FBC. Okay. So this is 0. Then I have this and this force, that is BA and BE. In BA and BE, do we have any value? We have no BA value we have. BE we do not have. So let us substitute. So this is the 0, let's not write now. BA, what is BA value? Minus 0.35 sine of 45 minus FBE sine of 45 equal to 0. From here I can get FBE value. So what is FBE? This is minus into minus plus. So ye hua plus and minus, this goes that side. So we'll get a positive value, that is 0.35 sine of 45 divided by sine of 45. So these two will go. FBE also is how much? 0.35. Am I right? Are you with me? This is plus, this is minus, this goes to that side. So this is the plus side. BE code divided by sine 45, sine 45, sine 45 will go. Right? So BE value also is 0.35 here. This value. So we got this as 0.35. AB value we had minus 0.35. Here it became plus 0.35. This is 0. Now only BD is remaining. So take summation f of x equal to 0. Okay. So take summation f of x equal to 0. I have what all? F, B, D, which is positive, plus 3. This is going this side. So plus 3 plus FBE cos of 45 and minus FBA cos of 45. 1, 2, 3, 4 equal to 0. Right? Now substitute. BD is unknown, so I'll keep it as it is, plus 3. BE. What is BE? We found 0.35. So 0.35 cos of 45 minus BA is minus 0.35 into cos of 45 equal to 0. From here, get the value of FBD. FBD is going to be equal to, these all will go that side, minus 3 minus 0.35 times of cos 45 plus 0.35 times of cos 45. See, this goes that side and becomes minus 0.35. This is minus, sorry, this is minus of minus. So this is plus only. Minus of minus is plus, this is also minus. Get me the value of FBD, please. Minus of minus becomes plus.
Minus
So 2 times of
3.49.
minus 3.29. 49. Somebody please check for me this value, BD. Somebody please check this value.
Minus 3.49, ma'am.
Correct, no?
Minus
Okay.
3.4.
So we got BD. Yes, right. So BD value we are getting minus 3.49. Okay. So in this joint B, this and this were unknown. We have got these two values also, BD and BE. So next we'll go to the next joint. So look at the diagram and tell me which joint. We took C and B. Now we are left up with E and D. Look at E and D. If I go to E, I'll have 1, 2, 3 unknowns. If I go to D, I'll have only 2 unknowns. So which joint shall I go ahead with? Joint? Tell, bolo. E or D?
D.
D, correct. So we'll go ahead with joint D because only 3 forces are there. So I'll draw joint D. So one is coming down, that is FDE. One is going like this, that is FDF. And one is going like this, that is FDB or BD I can write. In BD's value we have minus 3.49. Okay. These two, FDE we have? No. D we do not have. So now here I take summation f of y equal to 0 first, from where I get FDE is equal to 0. Okay. So DE is equal to 0. This is also a 0 member. This was also a 0 member force. Then take summation f of x equal to 0. Okay. X made this and this. So I'll have FDF minus FBD equal to 0, or FDF is going to be equal to FBD, that is minus 3.49 kilonewton. So you get your DF value also minus 3.49. DF also becomes minus 3.49. Correct? So easy this particular numerical is, if you see many members are 0 member forces and others you're getting quickly. So we found this. Now let us go to joint E, because I know 1, 2, 3 and only these two are unknown. Okay. So next I'll go to joint E. So when I draw joint E, what all are the forces in joint E? Look at this. I have FEG and I have FEF. Then we have FED. Then we have FEB and we have FEC. Right? Here we know some of the value. EC or CE value is 3.25. CE and EC are same, no? So that value is 3.45. Then BE value is 0.35. Correct? And this ED value, that is DE value, is nothing but 0. Now only these two are there, and this I know is 45. This is also going to be 45. So first resolve it. It gets resolved in this pattern. Right? Now start taking summation f of x and summation f of y. So I'll start with summation f of x equal to 0. I have minus 3.25. This fellow is going this side. So minus 3.25. Then this is coming negative. So minus 0.35 cos of 45. These two are minus because they are towards this side. These two will come. Plus FEF cos of 45 and plus FEG equal to 0. These two. FEF cos of 45, FEG This is minus, this is minus. Okay. Now here, these both are unknowns. These both are knowns. I'll not touch it. I'll call it as equation 1 and I'll keep. Okay. Take summation. Can I do anything? No. Two unknowns cannot do. Take summation f of y equal to 0. In f of y equal to 0, I'll have 1, 2, 3. In that also, this is 0, right? So we'll write 0.35 sine of 45 positive plus FED, which is 0 basically, plus this one. FEF sine of 45 equal to 0. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 forces are there. In that, this is 0 now, correct? So I have only FEF unknown. So point, we'll write for that. So FEF is going to be equal to, this goes this side, it becomes minus 0.35 sine of 45 divided by sine of 45. These two go on. FEF is how much? Minus 0.35 only. Sine of 45 is gone. So we get a value of EF that is minus 0.35. This EF, I'll go and put it here. EF. So FEG I will get, right? So by substituting that value, so I will get the value of FEG, EG, which is going to be equal to, these all will go to the other side. So it is plus 3.25 plus 0.35 cos of 45. Why I'm writing plus? Because these are going to the left hand side. This becomes plus, this becomes plus, this becomes minus. FEF is minus 0.35 cos of 45. Okay, minus of minus is again plus. Get me the value of FEG, please. This also you will add only. Minus of minus becomes plus. Get me the value of FEG.
3.74.
3.74 kilonewton. Positive, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else has solved?
Yes, ma'am. Same answer.
Same answer. So we did D and E and we got these values now. Correct? Now we are done with DF also. So these till here we have done. Now we are left up with these three. Correct? So next, which joint shall we go? Shall I go to G? Because G is got 1, 2, 3 only. Right? So next we will go to joint G. So I take joint G. Okay. So joint G is got one, that is FGH, another FGE, and one vertical, that is FGF. Right? Now from here, from the figure only, when I take summation f of y equal to 0, I get to know that FGF is again 0. No other forces are there. So it is 0. Then take summation f of x equal to 0, right? This is equal to this. That is FGH minus FGE is equal to 0, or FGH is going to be equal to FGE. And we have a FGE value, that is 3.74, which we found just now, kilonewtons. Correct? So we get a value of FGH now. GH is 3.74, same as this. And this is 0. So immediately we are done with joint G. After joint G, now look at the figure. I did joint G, okay? I have all these three values. Should I go to F or should I go to H? I need only this now. So should I go to F or should I go to H? Which is beneficial? Both will fetch me answers, but which would be beneficial? Less number of steps.
H.
H. Why? Because when I do for joint H, only these two I'll show. But if I go to joint F, I have to show 1, 2, 3, 4 only to get this course, right? So we will take joint H. So when I draw joint H, this is your vertical reaction, 3.75, correct? This is FHF and this is FHG. Okay, so it is like this now, and this is 45. We know this value. FHG or GH is 3.74. Only this is unknown. So we will take summation f of y equal to 0. So plus 3.75 upper, and this when I resolve, it is plus, right? So it is plus FHF sine of 45. Nothing else is there equal to 0. So what is FHF? Is going to be equal to minus 3.75 divided by sine of 45. What is this value, please?
minus 5.
Minus 5.30.
30 kilonewtons. So FHF is minus 5.30. All are kilonewtons. So when you get this numerical, now any other member is left? No, all are done. So when you get this numerical, you'll have to at the end put up a tabular column and write members and forces. You'll put a tabular column and you will write. One side you will write members and one side you will write forces. Okay, it goes like this. So you will write the members here: HF, GH. Like this you can write, or you can write FHF, FGF of your choice, and write the forces. If it is a positive, for example, HF now is minus 5.3 kilonewton, it indicates it's a compression member. Why? Because I had assumed tension to be positive and it is minus, so it is compression member. Similarly, GH, we got 3.74, which is a positive, so it is a tension member. You can write CT also in their brackets, or just you write plus and minus value also would be sufficient. Clear? So this is one more numerical on method of joints. Okay? Any doubts? You can ask me now only. Do you have any doubts? Anybody wants to ask any doubts here? No? Okay. Quickly, we will just revise some of the things. Tell me, what do you understand by indeterminate structure or a determinate structure? Tell me, what is a determinate structure? What is determinate? Quickly.
Whose reactions can be found.
Whose reactions can be found. Correct. Indeterminate, whose reactions cannot be found. Absolutely right. Okay. Can be found using which equations?
Equations of equilibrium.
How many equations of equilibrium are there?
3.
Correct. So we use 3 equations of equilibrium, and if you are able to find the unknown reactions, it is called determinate. If you are not able to find the unknown equations, it is called as indeterminate. Right? Then in this only we have studied about static indeterminacy and kinematic, no? Or you can call this as degree of redundancy and degree of freedom. You are more comfortable with degree of freedom. Now, when I'm doing static indeterminacy, we have external and internal. How do you find external indeterminacy?
R minus 3.
R minus
R is going to be your total number of unknown reactions, and 3 stands for the equations of equilibrium. Correct. And how do you find internal in case of stresses? Internal indeterminacy?
M minus 2J plus 3.
M minus 2J
minus 2J
plus 3. Correct. Gives you the internal indeterminacy. So total static indeterminacy would be external plus internal. You will be getting theory questions also for definitions. What is static indeterminacy? Like that. Okay. So you should be knowing the definitions also of all these things. I will circulate the notes, not to worry. Right. Then tell me, what is degrees of freedom? What do you understand by degrees of freedom? It is also called as kinematic indeterminacy. See, this is static and this is kinematic indeterminacy. Name only tells. Static means at rest. Kinematic means in motion. means kinematics you have studied in engineering mechanics, module 5, right?
Rotation is permitted.
Rotation or movement, any kind of movement. It could be rotation, it could be translation, horizontal movement. When rollers are there, when I keep on a roller, right? So this is the work of the roller. It will move horizontally, it is moving, correct? So that is horizontal movement, right? So degree of freedom means what? Where we will be counting the number of permitted displacements. Is called as displacement. Okay, term, technical civil engineering term is displacement. Displacement means whether it is allowed to move in horizontal, whether it is allowed to move in vertical. So based on this, we did few of the simple examples. So when I have a hinge, what is my degree of freedom here?
One.
Which one?
Rotation.
In your, in case of fixed, rotation is there?
Zero.
Ma'am, you said it.
I
No,
said
I
hinge.
don't.
Yeah, I said hinge, correct. I drew a fixed and I said hinge. Okay, for a fixed, tell me for a fixed.
Zero, ma'am.
Zero, no rotation. What is in case of a hinge?
One.
One. That is rotation because two reaction are there, which reaction tells me it cannot move in that direction. So which is the third one? Rotation. Rotation is permitted. When I talk of a roller, what is the degree of freedom?
Two.
Two, that is one is horizontal and one is going to be rotation because reaction is in vertical, we cannot. So this is what is degree of freedom, okay? Number of independent displacements that are allowed or that are going to be permitted, right? Any doubts here in this? I want you to quickly put your USNs into the chat box, attendance. And tomorrow we will have class at Thursday, 12:30. You are free at 12:30, right? Hello. Tomorrow class at 12:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Give your attendance and you can quit the meeting. Sheikh Ahmad, Shivani, Siddharth, Somu, Saurabh, did you give your attendance? You can quit the meeting, Baba.